So if you're like me and are quarantined in the house by yourself, you might have a lot of time to spend with your plants. I hear talking to them and singing to them helps. It's not that I've gone crazy. I am hoping. But this is Mama Plant. This is my string of hearts that I'm going to show you guys how to propagate today. It's got lovely and purple because it's got the right light in the summer at the minute, and she's growing really well. I got her in Dobby's, which is a really nice garden shop in Lisburn that I really miss right now. And if you're getting one of these, they like bright light but not direct sunlight, so south facing window would be the best. And I'm propagating a few strings at the minute for my family because I'm being soppy and giving them string of hearts if I'm not allowed to see them. You can grow new plants just from one of these strings if you keep it in water for a little while. You just need to break them off just above where two of the leaves meet. I'm not going to break this one because I've got some at the minute in water, but I'll show you them after. Okay, this is one of the strands that I've broken off. It's been in water for a little while, but if you break one off, you want to take the leaves off just at this little node. Oh, excuse my disgusting nails. Just here, just nip the leaves off so the little node is left by itself. So, if I can focus, it should look like that when you put that in water. This is where my propagations hang in the sun. Just make sure they get a decent amount of light and just fill any container works with water. It can be see-through if you want. I just like the colour of this one. And then you will have to wait a few weeks before roots grow on these, but be patient and they will eventually. This one's been in water for a few weeks now, and as you can see, little roots have grown out from those little nodes that I'd left in water. So this one's ready for repotting. So this explains why my nails are always covered in dirt. Once your roots are grown and they're ready for repotting, I've just been repotting mine in little tiny pots, so whatever container you can find is fine. And I've been on YouTube to check, and the mixtures they say to pot them in are very confusing. Honestly, I've just used random soil from my garden, and the ones that I've propagated have worked, so I think that might be okay. You can go on YouTube and get the official potting mix if you need to get technical. For repotting, just fill your container with a bit of soil and then make a little hole in the middle for where your roots are going to go in, if you can see that. And then here's my little string with the little roots that have grown and they're ready to pot. You can leave them in the water for a little while for the roots to grow longer, but the last ones I potted had roots this long and they seem to have survived, so it should be okay once they're at this length. The little roots will be quite fragile, so just be careful with them and just make the hole deep enough for the roots that you need to plant, and just put them in and cover them over gently with soil. Okay, so you can see the little roots poking out there, so you just want to cover those up gently with soil. And then pat them down a little bit. Because these have been sitting in water for so long, the roots will be really used to having a lot of oxygen, so just when you repot these, you want to water them quite a lot and keep the soil damp just until the new roots take hold. Okay, here's my Art Attack style. Here's one I made earlier. These ones I replanted a few weeks ago and they're still alive, so that's something. But I just noticed the other day they're actually starting to grow new little leaves. They're very teeny tiny. I don't know if you can see them, but that definitely counts. So they're still alive. It's all good. So there we go, that's original, a new free baby plant, which worked out quite well. So these would be good to plant in a hanger once these strings have got long enough, and hopefully look like that eventually. And that's it. Thank you for listening to my nonsense, and hopefully if you try this you get as much entertainment out of it as I do.